Hello, and welcome back to Downtown. Now, it's been a hot minute since we were here last. We actually haven't been here since Halloween last year when I played with the Tricot family. But it's about time to get back into this and to check out the remaining 3 families that we have in the family bin. And let's see who we're going to play today. So I'm going to roll a d6, and if I'm getting a 1 or 2, it's the first family. 3 or 4, it's the second family, or 5 and 6, it's the third family. I got a number 1, so I'm gonna play with the Sartor family, and it's a collection of 3 single guys, and I'm pretty sure that I had an apartment in mind for them. I, of course, don't remember which one it was at this moment, so let me just try to figure that one out. Okay, so I've taken a look at the footage back when I built this, and I figured out that the apartment available in this house is in the middle, and it's not going to be big enough for them because it just has 2 rooms and then like the main room. But this one, I think it might be the top floor, maybe, is available. I'm going to have to see which one it actually is. But these apartments should have 3 rooms, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move them in here. So here we are at the apartment building, and before we get started, unfortunately, there's something that I have to let you know about that I have come to realize the hard way, unfortunately, while I was playing in my Strange Town neighborhood, and that is that the fix that I used for the broken faces when I set up Downtown and also Strange Town, then of course, unfortunately was not working as I had thought. It was such a long time since I did that now that I don't remember exactly, but I think that I looked up several tutorials before I did it on how to do it, but I must have missed a step or something went wrong along the way. So I actually missed doing the one crucial thing that I had to do. And that means that the faces in Downtown now actually aren't fixed. And the step that I missed was that when I brought up the Sims in the plastic surgery menu, I was supposed to actually click on the face template in order for the broken face template to disappear from the Sims appearance. And not doing that, I don't know if you remember, but I just moved one of the sliders back and forth a little bit. It's actually not going to do anything. You actually have to click on the face template in the menu. So that's something that I'm going to go ahead and fix. I think I'm going to do a sort of wrap up video once I'm done with the 3 remaining families. To run through what's been done so far, what we've learned about the Sims up until this point, go through that actual fix for the broken face templates. And by the way, Martycore has made a fantastic tutorial about it that I have taken in now and will follow. So I will leave a link to that one in the video description if you want to know how to actually fix the broken face templates. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that in that video, I think, because I don't want to waste time on that right now. Yeah, and then run through some future planning for how to mess with the neighborhood. I recently learned on Tumblr that it's possible with a new version of CMP to add and remove roads very seamlessly, so I think I might want to try that one out as well, to get some more available roads to put down houses on, basically, down the line. So yeah, maybe some of those kinds of things, and maybe answer some questions if you have any as well. So I'll leave that for like a wrap-up episode, but just so you know, the faces aren't fixed in this, so I'm gonna have to do that later. And with that over and done with, let's go ahead and take a look at these guys. They actually did have some funds already to start out. That's interesting. I guess I'm gonna let them keep that. So I'm gonna take a look here at the apartments. And okay, so the topmost apartment actually was already taken, and also this one. But that is fine, because this apartment that's left for them is also having 1 room each for them. This one is going to be a bit of a squeeze, actually. I will be able to fit in a double bed here by squeezing the headboard into the wall. But yeah, let's go ahead and start by renting this apartment. And while he's doing that, let's take a look at the Sims. First of all, we have Byall. We have Samuel Shahan and Zack Sartor. All right. So he's a popularity sim, he's a knowledge sim, and he's a fortune sim. So that's quite a good mix there. And I'm going to start by randomizing their secondary aspiration. Number 1, so he was knowledge. And then we have Samuel. Number 3, so popularity. And then Zack. Number 6, so that's actually family. Great, so I think that I'm gonna be able to put stuff down already, even though he's not done signing the contract. Yes, indeed. So let's start with setting the season to spring, season 4. And then let's start by taking a look at Ian. He... What have you said about the crime in this neighborhood? Okay, so he's a criminal mastermind. Well, pretty sure I didn't want to use the criminal career at the start here, so I think I'm gonna have to figure something else out for him. I'm gonna randomize his hobby. Got number 2. He's straight. And number 2 is tinkering. And since he has his secondary aspiration now, I can also randomize his lifetime wish. And okay, he wants to be a businessman. And let's move over to Samuel. He got hobby number 9. He's also straight. Sports. Okay, so he's in the science career at the moment, working as a scholar. Okay, interesting. And his lifetime wish is to become Hall of Famer. That's quite different from science. Okay. Finally, Zack is working in the culinary career at the moment. And he got hobby number 6. He is also straight. So that's cuisine. That's a nice fit then if he's working in the culinary career. And his lifetime wish. Okay. Was working in the military career, I see. Well, I don't dislike the combination for Zack then, that he's in the culinary career. I don't really love the level he's at in his career, because if he's rooming up with 2 other guys in this apartment, that makes, and also in the sort of poor part of the town, that makes me think that he shouldn't be in this level yet. Too much, so I think I might actually allow him to stay, but maybe bring the level down a bit. Yeah, I think that's fine, because that way he's out of the fast food part of the culinary career. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep him as a host for now. And that might be a career that he picked because of availability, because I've kind of decided that I don't want to build up a military really in downtown. But I think that that would be a good idea for something that he would have studied. Right, so we have military in political science and history. And he is a popularity/family sim. I mean, politics or law could work, I guess, which is also in political science. Here's also intelligence, which is kind of similar to military in some ways. And then also the possibility of show business that might also be interesting. So I think I'm going to go with political science for him. And that way he's just working as a host at the moment, and I don't want him to get promoted for now until I've sort of figured him out a bit more, I think. So I'm going to give him a job stopinator. And then taking a look at Samuel, he was in the science career, but he wants to be in the athletic career. And he's also interested in sports, so those also go hand in hand, which is nice. But I don't know why he would have taken up employment in the science career. just judging from his appearance, he seems to be a sort of a party guy in some ways. Is he outgoing? No, he's shy actually. Very active though, playful. Because the only option that I have, if I'm gonna say that he was aiming for athletic, is the drama major, and I guess that would work. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give him the drama major. And he's not gonna be a scholar, definitely not, but I guess maybe he got that job from some sort of connection that he had after attending uni. But I don't want it to be high level at all. Test subject. I mean, he could be a human guinea pig, just to sort of get the salary. He could be a guy that enjoys the risk, I guess, or thinks it's an acceptable exchange to have tests done on him. Something to earn a salary while he's actually looking for a job. And I guess if it's in the athletic career or entertainment business at all, then it's going to be high competition. So I guess maybe he just hasn't found that kind of job yet. So I'm going to allow him to keep that. And then we have Ian. And yeah, definitely not. I'm going to have to go in some other direction here, I think. But if he wants to own 5 top-level businesses, I guess he would have studied, I guess, economics or something. And that does not include crime. Where even is crime? Literature. Don't think that fits. And mathematics, okay. No, I don't think that fits either. So yeah, I'm gonna put him in economics. And I'm gonna have him resign from the crime job. And yeah, I'm gonna have to give them all cell phones anyway. And he can call work, quit job. There we go. So he's unemployed, and I'm gonna be able to just have him look for a job basically to see what to do with him. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I have missed now. The spreadsheet is all filled out. Taking a look at their skills, they're pretty good actually, except for Ian. He's insanely skilled here. He is active and he's interested in tinkering. He's also interested in sports and fitness and music and dance. So I guess that makes sense, but not this much, I don't think so. Something like that makes more sense, I think. And let's also consider their ages. So right now they have only just graduated from university, and I don't think I want that. I also don't think I want them to be exactly the same age, or do I? Like, why are these 3 living together? It could be that they attended college together and that they just sort of stuck together after that point because they got used to living with each other. So maybe they were dormies or they were sharing an apartment at university. So they could be the same age, but I think I want them to have lived here for a couple of years. So maybe let's just make them 3 days older. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And with that done, I think we can move over to the makeovers. So let's start here with Ian. He's got this red zip jacket and jeans and long brown hair. So yeah, let's figure out what he's supposed to look like. Okay, there we go. So it's gonna be long hair, I think. That one's pretty nice. Yeah, this one is pretty nice. I might go with this one. I think I more like this vibe for him actually, because I guess it's more boyish, and also having it cut short fits in more with like the businessman kind of personality in my mind. You know, it's not a very strict, slicked back kind of hairstyle. It's more stylish, I guess you could say. And I think that makes sense. So I think I'm going to go with this actually. Yeah, let's give him those eyebrows. And yeah, he has a very, very sweet face. I think I'm going to give him some stubble to to make it a bit rougher. I think that's good enough. And just some feature enhancing makeup here. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That looks good. And let's move ahead to the clothing. So he has red on, and it's a zipper jacket, but I'm not sure if I actually have that in my collection here. So just gonna click through some options. Oh, I have this one actually. That's pretty close. Not sure how well I like it though. I might circle back to that one. So let's just put it in the basket. I guess this is an alternative as well, but it's very sporty. And he wasn't the one who was into sports. Well, no, I don't think he was into sports, was he? It is pretty close though. Let's just grab this one because I think it might look really good on him. And then let's see what else I can find. Of course, got this really, really sporty things, but I don't think that's the right vibe. Could of course also go with something like this, but I think I already have some Sims with these kinds of shirts in this hood already, so I think I'm gonna hold off on that. Okay, so let's try and find some pants that could work with this. Right now he has gray jeans. These are more blue. Yeah, that works. Okay, so let's get these things and see what looks best. So this is the first option, or this. I actually think this is better because it makes him look younger. There's some clipping here, annoyingly enough, but I think I can live with it. So let's just give him that. Okay, good. So he already has those that he can use for winter as well. Let's see what else to use. I have this, but I don't think I want that. Yeah, this might be nice. Let's go with that one. Yeah, it looks good. So I'm just gonna get him into the swimsuit briefly and give him some body hair. I think I'm gonna go with set 4A. That's pretty subtle. Do I want something more maybe? Let's go also with set 3. Yep, I think that's good. Great. Yes, I think this makes sense for him. And let's move over to Samuel. Let's see if I can find something as eye-catching as the snakeskin jacket here. I don't think I will, but let's see what I can find. But first of all, he has this kind of hair. So I could give him something like this. Don't think I like this on him. Or I could give him that other one. I think I like that better, but I'm not sure if that is the vibe I'm going for. Another alternative is something like this. No, this might be too much. This might actually be the vibe I'm going with, I think. Maybe. What kind of hair color, though? I think I might go with this slightly lighter one. And what about the glasses? So one option is to just give him shades, but it is slightly silly because he's going to be wearing that indoors all the time as well. Or I can just give him, like, interpret that as him needing glasses. I think this looks pretty good, actually. I don't mind that the hair is covering part of it. It actually looks a bit charming that way, I think. Yeah, and he already has some stubble on, so I think that's fine. And let's just give him some of this. Yeah, I think that's good. And let's move on to the clothing. So I'm definitely looking for party clothes here. Let's see what I can find. Something like this might work, but I think it will soften him quite a lot. So he's the knowledge sim. He's the one who's supposed to be wanting to be an athletic star. Somehow, I'm not sure about this. So I think maybe this one won't work after all, actually. Got these kinds of dress shirts that are pretty cool. So that is probably the closest thing I have to something suitable. This one also has a little bit of pink in it, so that would also tie together with the neck scarf that he's wearing at the moment. So I think I might go with that one, but then the trouble here is finding pants that actually work. So let's see here. Yeah, this might work actually. I mean, this will work, but it's the exact same pants that his friend has already. So I'm not sure about that. Yeah, many of these are just bleeding through at the back, so they won't work. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go with what I have picked out for him, and let's see. Yeah, I think that should work. Okay, so it looks like I haven't made his pants available for outerwear. That's my bad. Okay, so let's take some alternative here. I guess these ones maybe? Yeah, I think this might work. Nice. And let's change him into his swimsuit. And I think that I'm actually gonna give him pretty much the same body hair. Yeah, I think that looks good on him. Actually, might be a bit much on him, to be honest. Maybe I should tone it down a bit. So maybe remove set 4. Yeah, I think that's better. All right, then we just have Zack left. And he also is dressed to party, so a blue shirt and white pants. That's gonna be interesting to figure out. Wow, he has a very striking face, very unique. All right, so what about your hair then? And that could work, but I don't know. There's something about like the combination with his face that just seems not to fit for some reason. For some reason, I kind of like this on him. Might return to that one. That's also nice, actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try this. Let's see what it looks like with eyebrows and stuff. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's go with that. Do you have to crack a joke right now? Okay, same challenge once more. Party clothing. Might go with something like this for him. This one has a little bit of blue in it, but it's not that much. But I think this one looks to work clothing kind of thing. So let's put a pin in that one. Yeah, I think that might be the best one actually. So let's see. White pants it was. Yeah, that works. So let's see what that looks like. And I don't think I have those pants available here, but I don't think that, oh, actually I do have them, but I don't think it really makes sense to have those in cold weather. So I'm gonna find something else. I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be white pants. Yeah, let's just go with some light jeans, I think. Yeah, I think that works. Nice, and let's do the same thing. Swimsuit, and well, let's go with body hair set 4A this time. Yep, I think that works. Good, so all of them have their makeovers done. This I don't need anymore. Right, so I'm actually ready to start with the furnishing of the apartment. Starting to furnish this apartment was actually quite a challenge at first because For some reason, I didn't really have a clear idea at all about the guys that I was going to furnish this for. The only thing that I had in mind for them was that they were going to be into partying, into hosting visits with friends. So there had to be lots of space for having a lot of people over and some place for them to have a bar maybe and some nice seating and, music, things like that. But about the guys themselves, not so much. I did realize that I didn't like the cream-colored walls for them, so I started with just repainting everything in black, basically, because for some reason black, especially for young men living together, just feels like something hip, modern, that I could feel like they would like. For some reason, I don't know why that connection is there, but that's what I'm thinking about, and that's why I did that. So moving on to the bedrooms themselves, for some reason, I think maybe it was because I've furnished an apartment looking like this before, and when I did that for the Grey brothers, I actually had this bedroom that I'm working on right now for Nolan, who also is interested in tinkering. So maybe that was why I drew the connection to Ian in this case, that he needed to have this room because he also was interested in tinkering, maybe. So that just became his room. And moving on to this room that I painted in a pretty bright blue color compared to everything else in this apartment, it made me think about the popularity guy that, Zack wants to party and have fun and meet lots of people, and that just made me think about maybe like a Caribbean theme or something like that, with palm trees and drinks and vacation stuff. So that was the theme of this bedroom, and I gave him a pretty large, comfortable bed, and realized around here that there was no space for a wardrobe at all. Of course, I could have put in a bedside table, but for some reason it just felt like that would be a squeeze, and I wasn't sure about how it would match with the diagonal wall. If he would still be able to access that side of the bed if I put it against that wall. So I just left it like this. Maybe I can just imagine that there's some storage stuff beneath the bed or something that he can use. But I'm also going to overcompensate and put in a small wardrobe in the bathroom as well. So I guess maybe they can store underwear or something in there. This room did have space for wardrobes though, and I do like putting in these one tile ones and sort of squeezing them together to make them look like one big one, because using a one tile wardrobe allows the Sims to actually use it in cramped places like this. If it's a two tile one, they actually won't be able to. So that's something that I prefer doing. And I was even able to put in a punching bag here for Samuel, who's interested in sports. And that was actually the perfect fit in the corner there. He's gonna be able to use that in that, in the side. And the good thing about this custom one is that it doesn't have that big stand that the career reward one has, so it fits into this slim area much better. And actually, when I downloaded it, it gave the fitness enthusiasm. So for a while I didn't use it, but since then I have figured out how to edit it in SimP to make it give sports enthusiasm instead, which makes much more sense in my opinion. So that's resolved now, and that's gonna work really well for Samuel. Then I moved on to the bathroom. As I mentioned, I put in a small wardrobe here to compensate. And I also decided against putting in a bathtub because I don't really think it's necessary for these three. I think they will just take showers all the time anyway, so that's what I did here. Not so very much decoration, just pretty plain, but I did put in toothbrushes. I do believe I forgot the toilet paper roll though, so I'm gonna have to put that in next time I play this family. And then we have the entrance, and also very simple. It's a really, really small space, but it got some entrance rugs and some shoes. And then I realized that I had run out of money after all. Even though they started with quite a bit of money, they needed more. So I had them take out a 2,500 simoleon loan each, so I could keep building. And since I had already furnished an apartment that looked exactly like this, I decided that I wanted the layout to be different this time so that they don't look and feel completely identical. So I switched around where I put in the kitchen versus the living room this time, and decided to go ahead with this sort of where the wall goes into a sort of side room within the room, to put in the kitchen there, and that way I could also grab a bar and make that match with the kitchen. And I ended up putting in counters up until the last one there that I just put in, and that one is actually an island that I connected with the bar, so that you're gonna be able to use the bar stools there as well. So that way I actually managed to also create a space where the three of them can sit down to eat. But I didn't need to squeeze in a dining table anywhere. So that was also a win in this situation. And I went ahead and put in a computer here in this corner because I couldn't figure out anywhere else where it would fit. And again, I had to have them take out some more loans. I had them take out 1,500 this time, so they all have 4,000 in total. And after that, I could continue furnishing everything, and I was just running through their money like wildfire for some reason. I guess I must have picked some stuff that were really expensive. The TV here that I use here is really expensive, but then I put in this stereo, and that was really expensive. So I guess that's the reason why it just ran out so quickly. But I tried to keep this space pretty clear because I wanted it to be very easily accessible for guests to use if they wanted to host parties. And I mean, it is quite a squeeze anyway because it's a small apartment, but having open spaces like that is going to make things a lot easier anyway. And then I could gain some money back by selling some ceiling lamps that I didn't really need in the bedrooms. Just put in some bedside lamps. And then I wanted some neon lights in here, and I could afford 2 of them, and then I was done. I couldn't afford anything more after this point. Okay, and then I am done with the furnishing, and it seems like the money just keeps running out as soon as I do a very, very small change to anything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stop here. They don't have a burglar alarm right now, so let's hope that there's no burglar coming. And I'm gonna have to try to focus on that as soon as I can. But let's start here. We have Zack, who has today and tomorrow off, so that's fine. And we have Samuel, who is going to work today. At 10, his carpool arrives. And then, of course, we have Ian, who is unemployed. He rolled a want to join the athletic career. Let's see actually what jobs he can find. And Zack was the one who likes cuisine. So I'm going to go ahead and have him serve some breakfast. Looks like he already has... Okay, he has 3 points, so not that much, but maybe he can serve some yogurt. And all of them actually, well, at least Samuel and Zack are thinking about befriending people and having parties and such. Looks like Zack already has met their neighbor Gretchen, and also Samuel actually. But Ian hasn't, so he is gonna have to meet her later. And looks like we also have Rebecca out here, and I think this is a teenager. Yes, Amin. And Travis. Okay, so yeah, the kids and some adults here. Actually, Samuel can go outside and meet Gretchen. Sorry, Rebecca, I mean. Okay, so I mean, business is a good fit, I think. That should be pretty much perfect, I think, actually. So he joins the business career at level 4 as a junior executive. And he actually should go to work now. So I think I'm going to send him. He can walk to work. Just going to add that into my spreadsheet. That's nice. Good. So he can go ahead and walk to work. And in the meantime, Zack has set up for breakfast here. And Samuel can go ahead and eat that. And he's actually changing into a suit. I actually think that makes sense in this case, that he would wear a suit to work. For some reason, I feel like in a city like this, it might be more of a requirement. And also his normal clothing is very informal, so I guess let's just let him have that. And good, I was actually a bit worried that they wouldn't be able to eat properly at the bar, but they can. So that's good. So far these guys aren't friends, which is a bit odd, but I guess, yeah, it is actually odd. I should fix that. I should bump up the relationships quite a bit here, just so that it makes more sense. Because if the story is that they befriended each other and started living together at university, then they should know each other quite well at this point. It looks like they're talking about the environment and politics. Okay. There we go. They befriended each other, so that gave a little bit of a boost. And I can lock in the 2-friend want for both of them, actually, because they're going to befriend Ian when he returns home as well. So Zack has quite a lot of enthusiasm in music and dance, and I can really see that coming from partying, like going out on clubs and dancing. He is not into dance at all, though, but he is. Okay. He's very outgoing. He isn't, and he's also very outgoing. So maybe actually Samuel hasn't been as interested in partying as the other two have, or going out, that is, even though he is secondary popularity. But I'm sure that the other two will bring him out anyway when the time comes. Oh, and now we have Grayson out here as well, so he can go ahead and meet him. And Samuel is going to go to work. You can actually clean that one up before you go outside. There we go. And also Rebecca, of course, and I guess he can meet the kids as well. Why not? So none of these guys are actually having any family connections either. They are completely alone in the world. So I guess maybe all 3 of them are sort of getting a fresh start here in downtown. It looks like he has some chemistry with Rebecca here. Oh, nice. There's also Chase for him to meet. Looks like they just got stuck on the landing here, so I'm just gonna do that. Great, so he's got some people around here to get to know. I already met Amin. There's no one else outside. Okay. Nice. So let's see how he gets along with Chase. I guess I can have them change into their everyday outfits because this is a little bit ridiculous. Chase Garth. Don't remember much about him at the moment. So he is a popularity romance sim who wants to reach level 10 in culinary, and that actually means that they have something in common. Even though that's not his dream, but he's working in the culinary career, and Chase is bartending at the moment. So I think they could get along quite well. It looks like they had a good conversation at least. Can chat about cuisine, I guess, then. Even though his hobby is music. There is some great conversations here about fashion, it turns out. I guess they are Having some interests in common, that's nice. Kestrel here, I don't think he has met her, no. Okay, well, let's bring him inside, and I think that he might check out people at the chat to get some more acquaintances. I'm also going to keep an eye out for walk-bys. So Samuel has a chance card. Having grown nearly immune to the electroshock stimulus, the ESP research team is finally convinced that Samuel has absolutely no psychic powers whatsoever. So he's been moved on to the theoretical color research division, where his first test involves nothing more than sitting in a sterile test room, selecting one of two colored lengths of licorice and ingesting it. Should Samuel eat the red licorice or the blue licorice? Well, let's go with red. Samuel looks over the stark and sterile testing room, the single cold steel table, and the two stems of a malleable licorice, each in their own little paper cups. He takes the red licorice, chews it up, and shows his empty mouth to the observation mirror. A solemn voice comes over the buzzing loudspeaker, informing Samuel that he has made the correct choice. Not really understanding why, Samuel is thanked for his time and sent on his way with a 500 simoleon bonus. Nice! So it was the right choice this time. Cool. Yeah, because I think that he was the one that I gave some red accents to his clothing, maybe? But I could be misremembering. I haven't gotten to know these Sims yet, so I have some trouble distinguishing between them at the moment. But I guess that will come with time. So Jasmine is a familiar face. And I could also see that we have someone new here coming out. Right, is Tiav. Oh, and it's the assistant, Rosemary. The diva's assistant. And oh, the diva herself, actually. I guess maybe they're sitting on the chat together or something. Okay, good. So he's met some people now. He can use the bathroom. And just going to take a look at his personality. So he is a bit lazy. So I don't think he necessarily would exercise. But he is into music and dance, as I said. So maybe he's going to turn on the stereo and dance for a while. Oh, he's so happy. Okay, so he's not a good dancer, but he likes dancing. That's pretty charming, actually. Okay, nice. I think he actually wants to have some lunch. So, oh, we can already make chef salad and hamburgers. Okay, sure. Let's make some salad. So I want to consider why he would dream of becoming a general in the military. And why he would have ended up in downtown if that was his dream. Maybe he didn't make the cut. Maybe he's not qualified for the military. Maybe he has some sort of injury or other physical reason why he can't work in that line of work. Maybe he has bad vision or something. I guess maybe bad vision would only disqualify him for some positions, though. I'm not sure what the requirements are for military, to be honest. But that could be something. And it's not exactly fit either. So maybe that's an indication of his psychology, like he wants to be in control. He wants to have power to change things or to be useful in some way. That's interesting. Yeah, so we actually have Tiave out here. Can go ahead and greet him as well. Actually, have a walk by here as well. We can meet her first. And yeah, just greet and say goodbye. Some minor chemistry there, apparently. Right, and there's also Grace, and let's just see what they have in common in that case. Not very much, to be honest. Could be that they're getting along anyway. Also taking a look at Gretchen here. No, they don't have very much in common either, to be honest, actually. So I think actually that Chase would be the person here that he would get along with the best. So, but I guess he can just strike up conversation with Grayson and see if they get along naturally anyway. Sometimes that happens. Looks like it won't happen this time. Okay. I mean, he can approach Rebecca and chat to her as well. He thinks that she's attractive. That might be something that draws him to her. She can stop spinning her son through the pole here. Okay, they're too busy. I guess let's chat with Chase again then. Okay, work is another topic they have in common apparently. Okay, I think he's going inside now. Let's try with Rebecca again. Excuse me. Maybe he needs to try something besides chat. Maybe that doesn't trigger her to stop. Okay, no, she's just obsessed with this right now. All right. And again, the teenagers are sitting here hanging out, so I don't think he wants to butt into that, but he can try again with Grayson. Okay, so they're talking about sports. That's Grayson's hobby, I think, but yeah, Zack isn't that much into that either, so I guess that didn't really work out. All right. Is there anyone new on the chat? Okay, so we have Ian back from work. Apparently Gina Carr that he was chatting with works in the same line of business, but no, I don't think he should bring her home though. I want to spend time getting to know him first. So yeah, I can just go ahead and change him into his everyday. So he doesn't have to have that suit on. And he can go ahead and greet his neighbors as well. He's barely met anyone, actually. Wow, Travis really loves being spun around, doesn't he? He went to the next person. Let's see if we can interrupt this or if they're locked in this interaction again. Yeah, it looks like they're forgetting everything around them when they're doing this. Okay. And there's no one else outside right now, so can go inside instead. And looks like Zack has turned off the music and laid down in the couch for a nap. Yeah, he's pretty tired actually. There's some noise pollution coming from outside, apparently. Guess that's coming from this, garden area. That's part of the apartment here. So, all right. So he can also chat with some people. Oh, I saw someone through the window. Trista Phelps. That's interesting. Can you please wake up and greet her? Okay, so Trista is roommates with her sister, who's a teenager. So she doesn't have anyone in her household that they could meet together with her. So I guess I'm just going to have him chat with her, and then the others can meet her as well. We actually also have Samuel back from work now. It's nice. So he can also go ahead and... Well, he already met Gretchen, but he can greet some of the others here. Oh. I accidentally clicked take my picture. That's why that happened. Of course, everyone is squeezing into the smallest room here. There we go. And he can also go ahead and greet Trista. And looks like Zack actually needs, needs a shower to start out. And he also is pretty tired. They all are actually. I think I'm going to go ahead and bring that up a bit, since it's because of the time control clock. can start in the shower. It looks like Samuel also needs a shower, actually. Okay, so he's got one bolt with her. And also looks like Ian is done at the chat, so he can also come outside and greet Trista. Okay, so they have two bolts together. That's interesting. Don't get along at once, though. Why don't you chat with some people then? Let's try this again. Right, so he was interested in tinkering. Trista Phelps. So she is knowledge romance. She's also interested in tinkering, actually. And she works in the business career. So she would actually be his colleague, come to think of it. So, yeah, that makes sense then that they get to know each other. They don't get along though. So let's try this again. What about fashion? Is that a good topic? Yes, that was much better. Okay, good. Right, so Samuel is still chatting and Zack is dancing again, looks like. So you can actually go ahead and start up dinner. Let's try some hamburgers, maybe if you can make that one. Oh, no. Now they're disagreeing again. Okay, doesn't go very smoothly. Oh, we have another familiar face here, Ash Creelman. Let's see how they get along then. So I think that Ash is quite a bit older than him, if I remember that correctly. Let's see, Creelman, family romance. Right, so he's in the politics career and he's interested in sports. All right. And they're getting along quite well, actually. Right, so he's having his shower, that's good. And looks like dinner is served and he didn't burn them, so that's good. I should go ahead and eat that. Nice, now they made best friends, that's good. Locking in the earn 500 simoleons want there. Can go ahead and meet Ash. Looks like they are not interested in the food, so better just put that away. Great, and now they made best friends as well. I mean, they keep rolling wands to have parties, so if they keep meeting people, maybe I can arrange something like that, but let's see. Oh, that's rude. Did you turn off the music while she was dancing? Was she really that bad at dancing? It's like, stop that. Looks like Rosemary is on again. He can meet her. We have Ash here, drinking on a Monday evening. Maybe Ian should try again with Trista. And maybe, do you have anyone else to meet? I don't know. Let's just have him meet all these people. Let's see if this works better. It's a better start anyway. Nope. It's just not meant to be. Wow, they really don't get along, do they? Okay, so Samuel hasn't... Oh, he has met Ash, actually. Yeah, all of them have met Ash now. Good. So, well, I guess I can just ask them to leave. Right, and Ian was interested in tinkering. Is there anything he can tinker with here? He can tinker with the TV, but that seems a bit risky. He can tinker with the shower, that's better. So let's just wait for Trista to be finished. Right, and Samuel was interested in sports. So let's just see if we can punch on the punching bag. Yeah, good, it works. I don't think he would necessarily sit down to read. It doesn't seem like something he would do, but he could watch the cooking channel maybe. Oh, okay, he's filled out on fun, so he won't do that. He's starting to get tired though. Oh, speaking of something completely different, but they have money now. So I can actually go ahead and buy them a burglar alarm. That's good. Just in case. Well, I mean, I think that he should just go to bed, but he needs to use the bathroom. And Ian, I'm sorry. Can you come out here for a second? Right. Is there anyone he needs to greet? He doesn't know Tiav. Just casually playing fetch with wolves. That's that's nice. He hasn't met Gretchen either, looks like. He's interested in her. I see. Why don't you just strike up conversation then? Okay, so he actually autonomously picked the correct bed. So that's nice. He's gonna go to sleep in his underwear. And yes, Samuel is still punching away here. He's also very tired though, so I think he's just gonna go ahead and go to sleep. Good. So that's not in the way when he's entering the bed either. Perfect. Then we just have Ian awake. And they're getting along quite well, actually. Nice. And I think he can go inside and have this shower that he wanted. It's just the bathroom, or well, the toilet quickly. Tiave, what are you doing in here? Okay. Why? Okay. I guess he was just routing weirdly. And speaking of routing, let's just double check so he can actually access that side of the bed. Oh, but there's some noise here now. No, okay, so he couldn't access that. So I think I'm gonna have to squeeze that bed more into the wall actually before I'm done with it. He's not gonna be able to sleep with the noise anyway. So let's see what I can do. It's a little bit further, and actually it is sticking out through the wall now. So that won't do. What about now? Yeah, now it's not sticking out, so I think that should be fine. So let's see if that worked. No. Maybe it's this bed then. Maybe it's too long in some way. I think I've made it work in the past though, so it's a little weird. But I think I'm gonna have to exchange it then. So I've used, where is it? This one in the past, and I know this one works. So that should be fine. Let's try this again. I'm just gonna have him go here. Yeah, exactly, that works. So let's just sleep in your PJs. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and save there, and we're gonna play a second day. Okay, some noise again here. Poor Ian has to wake up again. Don't know how it's possible to bang on the wall to get the outside noise to stop, but you know. Wow, there's really a lot of noise coming from those neighbors. Wow. I'm just gonna drop this energy down again so you can go back to sleep. So it's the morning and their loan accounts have gained some interest. And let's see how long they're gonna sleep. So Ian actually is going to work today again, and he needs to go at 8, so I guess I should wake him up soon. And also Samuel is going to work again. But then again, I might go ahead and see if we can look for a job again and find something more suitable. And Zack is not going to work today either. So the only one I have to worry about with how early he wakes up is actually Ian. So I think I'm actually just going to wake him up now, and then he can eat something. Just going to take a look at how the bedding looks here now that I have moved around with, well, changed out the bed basically. Yeah, it's a little wonky, so I'm just going to scoot it a bit. Yep. I think that's good. And you can't change into your everyday. Or well, actually, he needs to use a suit so he can just work. Why don't you have some cereal? So I wonder what kind of businesses he's thinking about starting. He's in the city full of possibility, after all, so there's quite a lot that he could do. He is interested in tinkering. I guess a good way to start might be an electronics store or something. Is there anyone interesting here? No. No one on the chat at all? Okay. Well, okay. Looks like we have an early riser, Samuel. Didn't sleep in very long. He's starting the morning with a refreshing shower. And he wants to reach body level 3, so I'm actually gonna lock that one in because it suits. And okay, looks like Ian is gonna say good morning to Grayson. Oh, they haven't met yet, so that's good. Is he up all the way up here? No? Oh, he's there, okay. Where are you going, Samuel? No. You don't need to do that, but I was thinking that you could look for a job. There we go. Okay, so law entertainment slacker artist. Yeah, let's just see what that looks like. Just strike up a conversation with Grayson if you can manage that. No, not firefighter. He wanted to work in the athletic career, and he was studying drama, so he could. Yeah, no, not law. Entertainment could work. What else was there? No, not slacker. I think it was maybe artist, the last one. Yeah, and that's not something that I want. I'm just thinking about the entertainment career. Is that something that I want to go with for him? Lounge singer was the level he would get then. I mean, it's not a terrible idea. God, this website is jumping up and down so much. But yeah, so he would start as a lounge singer then, and he could become a ventriloquist. And then eventually, I mean, this is very much, performance arts, but I mean, eventually the headliner position would be interesting for sure, maybe. If he wanted to work his way up in this career, he could become a celebrity eventually, potentially. If that's something I want to go with. It's not the worst idea. He could always revert to the athletic career later. I mean, I think it fits so a lot more than science. Science seems like a very temporary job. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead with the entertainment career then. Oh, we have a celebrity just outside the door, actually. I think he should meet him. He's on his way to the carpool, but maybe he can quickly just say hi so he doesn't leave. Yeah, continue. Yeah, good. So he takes that job instead, and he actually has the day off then, and tomorrow. Question is if I want him to have a job stop in it. I don't think that that's necessary. So I'm just gonna leave it as is at the moment. So, oh, actually, I did put one in, so I have to remove that one then. There we go. And he can go ahead and chat with Zion. You're not gonna find him in here, You have to, I guess, walk upstairs, and maybe call him over is better. Yeah, and Zack is still sleeping. I think that fits. He seems like someone who would be sleeping in and staying up late. I think actually there's some leftover breakfast from yesterday. Yep. So they're not in the same kind of career path, but this is for sure a good acquaintance to make. Potential friend. And I think I'm just gonna let him stay here so that Zack can also meet him when he wakes up. Just gonna casually grab a drink. Why am I not surprised? Oh, good, he's woken up now. Do you have a shower then? Okay, so they're talking about their jobs. I guess Samuel must be a bit starstruck that Zion would want to come in for a drink in the morning. Yeah, then he can say goodbye. I don't think Zion has time to stick around, really. And then also Zack can grab a bowl. Wasn't completely filling, but I think it's fine. So he can actually go ahead and what order do I want to do this in? He can there's someone on the chat he can chat with to start out. I was hoping some more of my Sims would be on the chat for them to meet, but so far they haven't. And there's already bills, okay. So he's met her then, and I guess he can go ahead and pay the bills then. And then why don't you punch on your punching bag? Oh, Ray Gray, nice. That's probably a good friend to make. Right, so Ray was the older brother, and then Dominic was the younger, more party guy. And maybe he would get along better with Dominic, but if he does befriend Ray, then he could invite both over. Oh, hi, Zion is back. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna drop down his social and then he can call up Ray. If he's not at work, that is. No, he's not. Okay, nice. He's already started to build up his fitness. That's nice. I think it would make sense if he would be fit actually, because not only is he interested in sports, he's also extremely active. So I think that would make a lot of sense. He only has 3 points in logic so far though, but no, body I mean. But that's gonna build. Looks like so far they're talking about money and work and maybe a little bit of politics here now. But that wasn't a good topic apparently. So Ray was knowledge pleasure. He's actually in the athletics career. Also studied drama, so he would have some things in common then with Samuel, I guess. Maybe he could help him get a foot into the athletic career eventually. If he's gonna stay in that career, that is. Okay, nice. So they made friends. So I think he can just cement that with some more points and then maybe invite family over to get Dominic here as well. Yeah, so let's see if they can come over. Yeah, we don't need a teenager. Oh, nice. Both of them are coming. That's perfect. So we're gonna have some guests, so maybe you should have a shower. Get yourself ready. Nice. I recently actually got a mod to enable the, I guess this is a BFF handshake kind of thing. And that's cute. Okay, where did Dominic go? He escaped somewhere. Oh, he's up here. Can you come downstairs, please? And he didn't make his bed. Right, so let's see if Samuel gets along with Ray. He's approaching him on his own to crack a joke, apparently. Yeah, there we go. So let's see if they get along as well. So Dominic, he was romance popularity, studied psychology, and now he's in the intelligence career. Right, he was the one who would just rose in ranks like so quickly. And he's interested in music and dance. Okay, should be a good friend for Zack. Oh no, are you gonna disagree now? I thought you would get along so well. Yeah, okay, now it's working well. Nice. This is good. If they befriend these guys, then I think Sartor, Zack can have the party in the evening, actually. So I'm gonna lock that one in. Well, they're close enough to be friends now, but so far it hasn't happened. Oh, it just happened. Okay, nice. Okay, so they're getting really hungry now, so I think that it's time for Zack to serve up some lunch slash early dinner. So let's see here. Let's go with grilled cheese. Wow, they're really not friends yet. Wow, so close. Nice, there we go. And then he can go ahead and talk to Dominic as well. They haven't met yet. Let's see how they get along. It's a good start, but he actually has to abandon that and start eating. And to be honest, I think actually that I'm gonna say goodbye to them now, just because I'm gonna have to ask them back for the party later. So I think that makes sense that they leave now. Shanna Landry, I don't remember if that is a teenager or not. Yeah, it is. It's a teenager. Right, it's Celeste Landry who's the adult. Good, and now we have Ian back home as well. Oh, he wants to bring Remington home. No, I don't think Remington wants to come over here. Change into everyday, and you can also grab some grilled cheese. Okay, so have some new ones here. Earn 1,000 simoleons and gain a charisma point. I think that makes sense. Yeah, Samuel is gonna need 2 sandwiches, I think. He also needs to use the bathroom, so I'm just gonna start with that. Actually, Samuel and Zack have made best friends forever already. But Ian has some ways to go, and I think it's because he's been at work so much that he's sort of missed the other two. Oh, Christy Raha is someone interesting, though. I think she's roommates with Celeste, actually. Maybe just focus on her. Yeah, and you need to grab another plate. You can grab a shower. Okay, nice. Yeah, he needs to befriend her before he can ask her household over. So let's just see if she's available on the phone. Good. Because then he can invite them over together first, separately, and then start the party and invite over some other people. That should work. Gonna go ahead and bump up their energies again. Right, so Ian. Right, it was tinkering. I think actually don't do that right now because you might just break the shower, to be honest. Why don't you just go out here and dance? Unless there's anyone he can meet on the chat as well. Zion, he already knows Zion, yeah. Oh no, he had to hang up to walk away. How far did they get? 25. Ah, maybe. Let's see if that is enough for her to come over. Yes, it was actually. Nice. Great. All right, so they will be soon over, and he can actually go ahead then and throw a house party. So, of course, the Grey brothers, Trista, and let's invite Chase. Christy is already on the way, so let's ignore that. Sure, Rosemary can come. Why not? How about the others? I don't think the diva would come. I don't think Zion would come. I mean, maybe. Let's invite Zion as well. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with those people. Nice. And just use the bathroom quickly. Okay, nice. So here we have Christy. So let's have Ian start by just greeting her. It's lagging a little bit because there's some visitors coming. That's good. Okay. So he's interested in Rosemary as well, but he's already met her. And he's going to try to call them over here to get them inside. Okay, so Samuel has not met Christy. Ian can meet Celeste. Samuel can meet Rosemary. And are you done at the bathroom? Yeah, looks like it. So you should also meet Celeste. There we go. And him as well. Right, so who does he want to talk to? We actually hasn't met Dominic. There we go. And is there anyone left? I think he hasn't met Christy either. And all of a sudden he got the want to have his first woohoo. Why not? Let's lock that one in. And he can make some drinks. You don't need to sit down to read a newspaper right now, though. In the middle of a party. Oh, he did not want to dance. Can you stop it with a newspaper, please? Okay, so he's using this, but it's fine because it's below the TV, so he can do that. Maybe you should give it another go trying to talk to Trista, but it looks like Trista is talking to Samuel at the moment. No, they're dancing. Oh, he's trying to dance with her, but she doesn't really want to dance with him. Okay. Why don't you chat? And why don't you talk some more with Ray? Oh, they're still not getting along. Wow. They have everything going for them except that they don't get along. That's annoying. Okay. Let's just see if he interacts with anyone. He keeps dancing, okay. And Zack tries to dance with Rosemary. And she is actually into it, okay. Rosemary is great fun, unlike some others. Why don't you joke around a bit with Chase? Oh, actually, okay, this is interesting. So Trista wants to flirt with him. She does not want to talk to him, but she does want to flirt with him. It looks like he's into it as well. I see. Well, that was a good interaction then. But they're really dancing and having fun. That's nice. Who do you want to interact with? Joke around with Chase, maybe? Oh, he's leaving for work. Okay. Never mind. Why don't you joke around with Zion instead then? And you can maybe chat to Celeste. And where did Dominic go? Oh, there's some people in here. Come back. Okay, they were not getting along either. Well, he's really bad at talking to girls, looks like. Maybe he has more luck with Rosemary. Okay. Stop with the newspaper. Okay, so Zach's face is stuck in this stupid expression. So I'm gonna just use the bat box to stick it. Fix stupid expressions. There we go. Much better. Okay, I'm gonna delete this newspaper. I did download a mod for autonomy with it so that they would use it sometimes, but they keep using it constantly now, so that's just annoying at this point. I think I'm gonna remove that mod again. It was working, but it was working a bit too well. Okay, and you can chat more with Ray because you're not friends anymore. Okay, yeah, looks like Ian is getting along a lot better with Rosemary then. You can serve some more drinks because everyone has already taken all of them. Oh, so Rosemary is developing a new product that she wants his feedback on. Okay, what product is that then? Oh, it's an espresso machine. Don't mind if I do, actually. Yeah, nice. That's kind of you. Okay, so who does he need to talk to? Dominic is watching TV. Why don't you crack a joke? It's dancing again. Well, they're having a good time, so that's nice. Samuel is gaining more fame. So he is a reputable resident. I'm assuming Zack should have a good reputation. Amicable acquaintance. So his reputation is actually better. That's interesting. I feel like, yeah, of course, Ian is an average cabbage. I feel like Zack is the one who's befriended everyone, but he's not the. He doesn't have as good a reputation. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, I wanted to try to chat with Trista again. She flirted with him after all, so maybe she's come around. Nope, doesn't look like it. This is starting to look like that kind of really dysfunctional relationship that's just working with the, romantic part of things, but they're actually not liking each other. Don't turn the music off in the middle of a party. What are you doing? Okay, but Christy, you don't have to sit down and read. And Samuel, you're also doing the same thing. There's another autonomy that I'm not sure if I like or not. Okay, and he should chat some more with Ray, looks like. Let's just move him then. Nice. It was a successful party. Not bad for the first party in the neighborhood. Awesome. You're too late. She's leaving. Okay, so he's very tired now. Let's just let Trista finish up there. Oh, wow, it's clogged. Nice. Let's just use the bathroom. And okay, so I mean, he's feeling quite nice and he's trying out the espresso machine. I see. Oh, hi, Orion. He's being followed by two gas station attendants. What is this situation? Okay. Can you please use the bathroom? And, well, you can tidy up a bit. And really, Ian would need to eat something before he goes to bed. Actually, Zack could also use something to eat. But he does need a shower. Can also grab a plate, why not? I guess they're talking about the girls that they met at the party. If there's anyone that they're interested in. I mean, so far, Ian is the one who's met the most girls he's interested in. The other ones really just have one bolters except for Zack, who is interested in Rebecca of all people, but I don't think that's feasible. Right, so Ian is the one who's interested in tinkering, so I guess he would be the one to unclog the toilet, even though he's the most tired one. What? What's wrong with the chair? What? What are you talking about? Force error? What about now? Doubt? Let's just buy them a new chair then. And there we go. And nice. This is unclogged, so you can just clean that one up. And then, yeah, I guess go to bed. Ooh, he met Lindsay on the chat and he has 2 bowls with her apparently. Nice, interesting. Oh, are we in that loop when you're turning off the computer when you start chatting with everyone? Nice. Yeah, so now they've actually met some more of my Sims. That's nice. It's more interesting to see how they get along. Great, so you can just freshen up then and then head to bed as well. Just met Lauren. Yep, there we go. Someone is calling, but I think he's gonna just ignore that because he's too tired at this point. So let's just jump into the shower. And with that, all of them have gone to bed, and it's time to wrap up this episode. So this was actually pretty nice because this is sort of what I was expecting when I started to sit down to play downtown, was these kinds of people who liked having fun and party and hang out and maybe try to aim for a celebrity status as Samuel is. So that's actually a pretty nice change from some of the other families who's turned out to be a lot more, sciencey and into sort of the intelligence career kind of thing. But yeah, it's an interesting blend coming together here now, and yeah, I'm actually really interested to see where these guys end up. Might be that they stay living together for a long time, and maybe they get romantic interests, and things tend to change a lot when that happens. So yeah, let's see. I mean, so far, if you look at Samuel, he's interested in Lindsay that he hasn't even met yet. So it'll be fun to see what happens when they finally meet. And I mean, for Ian's part, he's interested in Gretchen, who's not really a good option, I don't think. She's a lot older than him, and she's also, I think she's the one who's married. And then we have Rosemary, who could be interesting potentially, but she's not really a playable character. So in that case, Trista would be more interesting, but they really don't get along though. So that could be a bit explosive. As for Zack, he hasn't really met anyone that he's that interested in, except for Rebecca, who again, I don't really think is that interesting for him. So I'm gonna have to keep looking, but I mean, he's really made quite a lot of friends. It seems like he was meeting enough people to host a party after all, even though some of them seems to have slipped away from friendship status, but that's just how things work when you slow down the time. So yeah, I think he's off to a good start, and yeah, interested to see how things end up for him. If he's gonna stay in the culinary career or if he's gonna go down some other road. I mean, if he's interested in becoming a general, it could be that he finds such an opportunity eventually, or maybe he goes into politics or something like that. That could also be interesting. And yeah, of course, Ian and his dreams of starting up a business as well. I'm gonna have to keep thinking about what would be suitable for downtown and would be fun to play as well. I mean, my thoughts go to an electronics store at once, but that might not be the best solution. I'm gonna have to keep thinking about that. And of course, Samuel and his starting business in entertainment. Let's see where that goes, or if he switches over to athletic eventually. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.